can you see my screen here?
Yes.
So this is OBS. If you would like to download OBS, you can do that. I believe it's called obsproject.com. You can come to this site here and you can download for whichever machine you would want. But when you do,
Okay.
but when you do download it, it will look something like this. It may look a little more like this. I always switch it to studio mode so that, for example, if I have two different sources, I can switch between them. So like right now, I'm highlighted over what's called Scott's feed, and over here in the actual section that's streaming is Andre's feed. And if I wanted to switch between them, I can go transition. Now I have the same thing on both screens. And I think I can just switch back by blinding one of them, and then I can transition it back. So that's how you can control your sources within OBS. What sources you have, though, are completely up to you. You can see all of the different kinds of sources you can add here. You can add a video camera, you can add a media file, you can add an image. So if you had a preacher giving a sermon, you could have a image sitting over here that had scripture on it, and when it got to that point in the pastor's sermon where he needs to go over that scripture, you could display it to the screen momentarily, switch back to the feed that has the preacher actually preaching, and when he's done with the scripture, move it back over. So that's how you manage
Okay.
source in OBS. But the real purpose of why I'm here is to help you understand how to connect your encoder to the media cloud. Because
Okay.
once you get to the media cloud, you will be able to connect any of your live channels to any of your apps, as well as embedded web players, Facebook, YouTube, things of that nature. So none of your live event channels haven't been used yet, as you can see under the status. And in order to activate them, I'm going to go ahead and activate one for you for testing purposes, if that's all right.
The channel one, I think they are doing a paywall behind it. Hannah's doing something with it. That might be
The,
being
the,
used.
well, it's not being used at all right now. It may have a paywall to it, but as far as
Oh, okay.
as far as where it lives, it does not live on any apps. So when I set
Okay.
it and we run a test on it, no one is going to see it unless they're logged into your media cloud or standing behind
Okay.
me. So
Okay.
let's use channel one. I hate it when it does that. We're going to use channel one. So when you need to utilize a new channel, you just click on it and you give it a name. Do you know what you want it to be named?
Yes, it's called DFC.
DFC.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we'll just hit setup. And now you have a whole channel. If you go back to here, you can see it's the only one active. When you're doing live events, you're always going to want to schedule a test event. So you'd hit add upcoming event and you would put test event, and you can add a description if you want. And then you select what time you want it to start. And it is in military time. If you're in a different time zone or you have a broadcaster working in a different time zone, they can adjust that here so they're not confused.
Okay.
And then you can select an end time. Let's just say 30 minutes. And we are showing how to do an encoder configuration. So we're going to select the live broadcast. Simulated live would just pull from your video archive. So not necessary to show for this purpose. If you were
Okay.
a church, if you were a church and you were doing a sermon and you scheduled this on Sunday, for example, you could schedule this to run for half a year every Sunday.
Okay.
You still have to send a stream via your encoder. And the last thing is you can connect your social media accounts here. For our purposes, I'm not going to worry about that for now. Then you
Okay.
add, and one of the beauties of adding an event is if you add an event and you are a viewer, number one, when you are on the channel, you can see the name of the channel and the description below it. If they try to play it, it will be like, oh, this is not started yet. And it'll tell them
Okay.
a countdown of how long it's going to be until it starts. Um, and because we named it and you saw the background image there, I'm going to go ahead and skip over to metadata and images. If you ever need to change the name, you can go in here and change it, add a description. The channel description is different than the event description. And then images, the channel image is what would appear on your channel thumbnail. And the player background is that lightcast broadcast that you saw. You can also change that.
Okay,
Yeah,
how do I change that?
you just upload an image right
Oh,
there.
player background. Okay.
A couple of the settings that I think would be useful to go over. The biggest one I think is if you want to record it, you would click this checkbox, scroll to the bottom, and hit update.
Okay.
Now, for the actual encoder configuration portion, you're going to go to your stream tab. On your stream tab, you're given a live channel stream key as well as some CDN access points. You're in the US, I'm assuming, and in the US, we recommend you use North America 1. If for some reason North America doesn't seem to work well for you, which we've not come across yet, we also have a North America 2 that you could go to and try. And even if you wanted to use the Europe access point, it would still work. It may just take a couple of seconds longer for the connection to actually be established. The backup stream is mostly for linear streams where, let's just say, for example, there was a really bad storm where you are locally. You could have another version of the stream being broadcast in a completely different state, completely different country that has power. And if your power goes down where you are locally, it'll pick up the backup stream and keep playing it. But for a
Okay.
live event channel, you do not need to worry about it. It is overkill in terms of security, being a fail-safe, but we wanted to provide it in case if you desired that feature. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and copy this street CDN access point to my clipboard. And I apologize, I am right next to some guys doing some yard work outside. And then on OBS here, I'm going to go to settings. In the settings tab, all you really need to worry about is what's listed under stream. And under stream, you're going to select custom. So you have a drop down of options here. Just select custom. And then right there where we put that, that's where we put the CDN access point for North America 1. And then we're going to go back to the media cloud and grab this top channel stream key. And we're going to paste it right here. And you can hit show to confirm that it's the correct stream if you like. 1760150 is what we call the stream ID, and it's unique for every channel. So as long as that portion matches, you'll know that you have the correct channel.
Okay.
Uh, so once you have that in there, all you have to do is hit OK to save it, and you're all set. All you need to do is hit start streaming. And then right over here in the media cloud, you can check and see a preview of what you're trying to send. And as soon as the connection is made, there will typically always be a little bit of latency, and then it'll show whatever you're sending out of your encoder. So you
Okay.
see there's a man right here, and now it's the same. So there's a little bit of a delay, but I think it's about 7 seconds.
Okay.
Any questions on any of that?
No, so basically I will always need my computer everywhere I am to make sure I have this OBS connected.
Well,
Is that
that would be helpful if you're not utilizing some other ability to stream because, for example, we're in a Zoom meeting right now. Zoom
mm-hmm,
has the same capabilities as OBS in terms of connecting to a custom RTMP destination. So you could stream your Zoom calls if you have a paid for Zoom account. You
mm-hmm.
There are mobile apps out there such as Streamlabs, and Streamlabs is powered by OBS, but it's a mobile app. So you could do a video broadcast from your cell phone or your iPad. Uh,
Okay.
and then there's standalone hardware encoders like Epiphan Pearl, or a Wirecast software or Amazon's Elemental, and those would have an admin panel, and you can control them remotely. So you don't need to be next to the encoder at any given time. So there's a lot of different options. I'm only pointing out to you on this call the free option because if you're just getting started, there's no point for you to invest anything in it until you understand what you're working with.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect.
All right. Anything else?
That's basically it. The main thing was you showed me that I needed the encoder system, and I believe the guy that's gonna be actually operating the production part of it, he has all of that. So, but it's good to know because I would just like to know on my own. So, thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you do have somebody who's not fully looped in on what you're trying to accomplish, I am going to send you this meeting as a recording so you can just pass that along to someone if they don't know what they're doing. If it's somebody who knows a little bit about what they're doing, maybe it's just going to be something to help, give them a refresher and be like, oh, yeah, I know how to do that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. This was so helpful.
Not a problem at all. Thank you, Carolyn.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I do have one more question. I
Sure.
don't need any transcoding to make this thing work.
No, the only time that a live event will use transcoding is if you do record it and
Hmm.
your recordings will go to this live recordings page. If you have a recording here, it will live for 30 days free of charge. So that's free
Hmm.
storage, but only for 30 days.
Okay.
Um, if you want to keep it as a VOD asset and convert it, you will use transcoding and storage doing that.
Okay. Sounds great.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem at all. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Bye bye.